How have the first couple days of camp been for you so far?
I feel like it's been pretty good so far. I feel like the offense has been doing good, and we're getting good with the plays and just knowing how to play together since it's kind of a new team kind of. So I think it's been good so far.
What are the main things that you're personally trying to improve now that you're in your second year?
Just more on like the fundamentals, like just the small things, like just more like stay balanced in my drop, just little stuff like that. Work on more protection and know my protections like the back of my head. So.
Put up some pretty strong athletic numbers that you tweeted about. How did that compare to what you had been doing previously?
Right, I think shout out to Coach Steve and his whole strength staff, and also the nutritionists and everybody else. So, but it's been pretty good. I feel like I improved a lot since I first got here. So, jumping to 39.9. I wish I got that 40, but and then just little stuff like that. So it's been good. I feel like it's definitely helped me translate that on the field too.
When you reported in January of last year, do you remember what your speed and vertical was then?
Yeah, when I reported in January, I think maybe like right before spring ball, I ran a 21.01, and then recently I ran a 21.8. So I jumped a lot, and then my vertical was probably like a 34, and now it's a 39.9. So I feel like that's pretty good, big improvement. I'm just looking to get better in the future and just improve that.
And for you, physically, we hear a lot of guys in your class that have started to really see the gains of being in the weight room consistently outside of the athleticism stuff, but just physically, how do you feel like your body has changed since you've been here?
I feel like it changed a lot. I feel like I got stronger. I lost body fat since I've been here, and I feel like I've eaten better. Shout out to the nutritionist. So I feel like that's been a big part too.
What's it like going into a second camp versus a first one?
Right, I feel like my first camp, of course, nervous, chills, all that. But I feel like my second camp, I know more and I know what to expect more, and I just go out there and just do what I do best and just take it play by play, day by day.
What's the competition been like in the quarterback room?
That's pretty good. They're all my best friends right here. We're very good friends, and I feel like we always compete with each other. And at the end of the day, I'm just worried about myself and just trying to get 1% better each day. So that's really all it is, just focus on myself.
Is there anything specifically you're working on this year to kind of improve on or showcase?
Oh yeah, definitely know protections more and be stronger with my cadence. I'll say that too. And besides that, just work on the small stuff again, like just the fundamentals, just footwork, stay balanced, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and have you seen quite a difference in yourself from last year to this year?
Yes, sir, I have. Yes, I have.
What's it been like working with so many new wide receivers?
I think it's been pretty good. We have great receivers, and they all can make plays. So just knowing that they all can make plays, I trust every one of them, and I know if I throw it out there, they're going to go get it. And I think they're doing very good picking up on the plays very fast, having less MMAs and just little stuff like that. So I think they're picking up fast and doing good.
Everyone's talked about how quickly the roster has clicked together. Have you seen that? What's it been like just getting to know so many new guys and really building a good relationship?
Oh yeah, I feel like this new roster, I feel like we definitely built a brotherhood very fast, and I feel like we're very close with each other, and I feel like we can ask each other anything, and we can talk to each other anything. I can talk to the linebackers. I'm very cool with the linebackers, the DNs, all that. So I feel like that's very big, and I trust everyone. I trust everybody. So
with Bryce Foster out right now, how important is it for guys to learn to develop while he's out?
I mean, it's no different than the opportunity I've had and Zeke has had during the spring. Like, whenever you get put in that position, you really got to take advantage of it. And I think the guys that we have working there right now are. So it's really cool to see.
Thanks, Cole.
Yeah, appreciate it.
How do you feel like you've stepped forward this year from where you were at a year ago?
Just decision making. I think I've come a long way, and just being able to read the defenses, change protections, get us into the right play. So, we're able to be efficient, be explosive.
Coach Zabrowski talked about how it's only normal to know that this is Jalen's last year, that you guys are all going to be competing for the job after Jalen leaves. Does that add a little more, I don't want to say urgency, but does that change the competition at all?
No, I mean, I think we come in and compete the same every single day. Like, we're not worried about week one even right now. We're worried about tomorrow. So coming in, learning from the film this morning, and then getting ready for tomorrow, like, that's all I can worry about.
How great was this spring with Jalen kind of being a little more limited? You got to take the reins a little bit, and how did that help you out?
I think it definitely helped me out, in a leadership role, like being able to be the guy during the spring, and then also just seeing all the new things that Coach DK brought in on the defense. That's a lot of what we're going to see during the season. So just being able to like see the different looks. I mean, we're running complete new defense, so I thought it was really good to be able to get those reps.
You get a chance to go back and talk to the version of you that had to start against K-State. Where are you at compared to then? How have you improved and grown from that point?
I mean, I just think mentally I'm in a completely different, just not even close to where I was at. Like being able to, how comfortable I am around my teammates, the leadership role I'm in, just like being able to come in and attack every day the same way and just try and be that guy for others. So I'm in a lot different space.
What have you noticed about Zeke so far with this being his second game?
Who, Zeke?
Yeah.
I think, Zeke's a phenomenal competitor. Me and him are always going at it, but at the same time, like, that's my guy. So we're like, whenever he makes a good play, like I'm the first one over there. Whenever I make a good play, he's the first one coming up to me. So I think that's really cool that we have that relationship, and we both know like it's the coach's decision at the end of the day. So we're gonna go out, push each other, compete, and love each other, and just see what happens.
And what have you noticed about David so far?
David's talented. He came from Oklahoma, and I think like how he was able to play a lot in high school has definitely translated here, and just being able to pick up the offense the way that he has is really cool.
And then have you noticed any changes with Jalen? From where he was a year ago or where he was during the season to where he's at now?
I think he's the same guy every day. Like he's always locked in. Obviously some things didn't go the way he hoped last year, but he's not changing who he is. He's not changing his process, and we don't need him to change his process. Like he's the guy for this team, and that's what we need him to be.
So no Devin Neal this year. What have you seen from the running back group?
They're all a bunch of talented guys. You got the new guys coming in, they're learning the playbook, and they're big. They're not very tall, obviously, but they're little short, beefy guys, and they can all run and juke and do all the things. So I think they look pretty well.
When you think about yourself, first practice versus now, where do you think you've taken the biggest steps forward in your own game?
Like I was just saying, I think vocally being a manager better, being able to set guys up and change protection, change all the calls, and be able to vocalize that up front and to other people. So,
what are the main things you want to keep working on and improve on?
Just consistency up there. My reps are kind of scattered because obviously you want to give it the guys that are preparing for the game. But when I'm taking my reps, I got to take advantage of it and do it to the best of my ability. So,
You built a really strong relationship with Zabrowski through the recruiting process. What's it like now playing for him?
He's crazy. He loves football. It's just I think all the quarterbacks will say that he loves football, and he's going to be our biggest supporter. But also he's going to help us grow the most by maybe yelling at us sometimes. But it's coming out of love. It's not anything.
Was it Washers that you took him at when he came down to visit, or was it Beanbag?
I think
Was it Cornhole?
It's Cornhole. Yeah, I just dominated him in Cornhole.
I was going to say, have you guys had a rematch since? Or?
Not yet. I think I'd beat him again though.
David, I'm curious. Obviously, you guys had some running rollies on offense, but now, who are your roommates, for example?
I got Tate, Jackson Cook, and Bryson Hayes.
Okay, so all guys that were here earlier. I guess you guys talk about down the road and stuff. I know everyone's focused on this year, but do you guys talk about the future together and knowing that you guys are all the same year and there's a chance in the long run you guys can all?
Yeah, we talk about that stuff. We talk about keeping the culture going here and keeping the dynamic. We want to keep this going. We don't want to just stop after Jalen leaves and after whatever Cole leaves. We want to keep this going. There's something special here, and I think everybody sees it inside and outside the program. So.